trickier long division. So we're just going to jump straight in here. You guys ready? This is actually a 2-day assignment also, by the way. FYI.
Wait, is yesterday's a 2-day assignment?
No,
This day, so let's do Thursday?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, well, maybe you guys know how to do number one before I tell you? Because we kind of talked about this before.
Divide all of them by the bottom. So two,
Yes,
so it'd be
it's basically distributive property with division. What is 4 divided by 2?
2.
What's x squared divided by x?
That'd just be x.
X. What do we do with the exponents when we're dividing?
Subtract.
Subtract. So x is like x to the 1, so it's basically 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, that's just the first term. Plus, what's 6 divided by 2?
3.
X divided by x?
0.
Well, it's 1.
1.
It's x to the 0, or 1.
Yeah.
So it's just 3 times 1 is 3. It just disappears, cancels out. Alright, number 3.
Wait, I got a question for sure.
I don't know why I put a parentheses on that. What?
So did you get rid of the square on it because there's is x divided by x?
Yeah, x squared means x times x. Divided by x, basically one of them cancels out, leaves one behind. You just subtract the exponents.
Okay, got it.
It's kind of like 2 minus 1. Alright. For fun?
Wait, this should Jordan. Can we do number 2?
No, it's not.
Nay. X cubed yz4. Are you guys intimidated by number 2?
I fear nothing.
No.
I mean, I go from number 1, so then I look at number 2. So.
Number 2 is not hard.
Just
Well,
long.
yeah.
It's few.
You could really plug it in there. It comes out real easy.
Well, you can't plug it in the calculator, it's the letters.
Well, yeah, but you can plug them individually.
We're talking about the numbers. Okay, number 3. Same thing, just a little bit bigger. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. What's x third divided by x?
X squared.
x2, x squared. Y divided by y is gone. Z4 divided by z,
Z cubed.
z3, yes, z cubed. Plus, what's 27 divided by 3? 9. X divided by x, y divided by y, z divided by z. Gone, gone, gone.
Do we have to rewrite the problem?
No.
Crap. Spell all that. Right?
The only time I want you to write the problem down is if you have to like do something with it, but we're not really doing, I'm just pointing at it, I'm not really doing anything.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna start writing.
Okay,
the
so
answers.
when you're like, when you're dividing like the x, so it's basically just minus an exponent. That's what it is.
Yes, when you divide
So if you
the
get-
same base, you can subtract the exponents.
So looking at totals, right?
Huh?
So looking at negative exponents.
If you get negative exponents, I don't see any actually, Will. Oh yeah, 6. 6 has 1. If you get a negative exponent, you're supposed to, well, I'd prefer if you flipped it to the bottom of the fraction. So if you got like, if you had like a squared b negative 3, that's a squared over b cubed. So normally if you get a negative exponent, you should flip it. Alright. This one has something that's a little bit weird because what do you do with 7 divided by 2? Well, yeah, the book just did 7 over 2.
Of course.
Of course. So
Of course.
it is 3.5, but let's just kind of stick with what the book does so we don't get confused on grading. A3 divided by A and B divided by B is gone. Plus 2 divided by 2, 1. A squared divided by A, A. B squared divided by B, B. Then there's a minus on this third term, so minus 6 divided by 2 A divided by A, gone. B3 divided by B.
So do you just go one at a time?
Yeah.
So what, okay. This way. But they're always gonna be in the same order as the one on the bottom, so if it's like 5 A, B, D, then it wouldn't be like 21 B, B, A.
What?
Never mind,
So it's confusing.
sorry.
Oh my.
Wait, Mr.
Hmm.
So number 6, the y is bigger than
Oh.
those.
So on number 6, that first term, what's y divided by y to the third?
Negative 2, 1.
It's y to the negative 2.
Oh.
Or it's y squared on the bottom.
Okay.
Well, if you get two negative y's, like say negative 2y and then like negative, I don't know, 3y. And then you put the y.
What are you looking at?
X.
Well,
But I'm using a.
Oh, the other one. So the other one would be y. Second term is y to the negative 1. So
Yeah, so.
that'd be y.
So you'd go y.
Be y on the bottom.
right? Would you add that y to the other y?
no. These terms are not like terms. They're not going to add together.
So on the bottom, so y squared plus y.
The first term has y squared on the bottom. The second term has y on the bottom. But they're different terms. They're not together.
So would you say like a cross between them?
Yeah. It's separate. They're separate, like all the other ones. Okay, number 7. This is new. This is new. What is different about number 7?
Says use long division.
Well, no. Besides the directions, what's different?
Footprint.
Okay, we are dividing. Well, let me write it with the division bar. We're dividing by 2 terms, x plus 2, instead of 1 term. So we can no longer just say divide this by x and 2. Okay, that's not going to work. So when you're dividing by 2 or 3 or 4 terms, you have to use long division or synthetic division. So on 7, they're telling us to use long division. Long division is just like that. Or here, let me do this. You guys, this is polynomial long division. This is just normal long division. You guys remember how to do this? It's kind of important.
Yeah.
How did we do this? 6 goes into 49 how many times?
7. No, 8.
8. 8 times 6
48.
is 48. You guys remember this?
Yeah.
You subtract down, then you bring the next number down, and then you start over. Actually, let me make it so it has a remainder here. We're remembering how to do long division. How many times does 6 go into 13?
2.
Okay, the remainder is 1, right? Usually, well, sometimes we put like the remainder over the divisor, like 1/6. You guys remember doing that? That's probably the best way to do it. So this is going to be pretty similar. So it is different, but it's pretty similar to that. Okay, hopefully you guys remember that. So this is the dividend, this is the divisor, this goes in the box, the bigger polynomial.
482.1.
Okay, are your brains ready for this?
No.
Okay, here's what you do. You look at this first term, x. X times what equals x squared?
X times X.
Yeah. So it's basically x squared divided by x, but x times what equals x squared? X. And then just like we did, I should have left that long division up there. Just like we did with long division, you do x times the divisor and you put it down here and subtract it. What's x times x plus 2? X squared plus 2x. Okay, here's where people usually make a mistake. we are subtracting the bottom line from the top. So really, this is a minus and a minus. Okay, because we're actually subtracting the bottom line, not adding. So the x, what's going to happen to x squared? Goes away. If you're doing it right, that'll happen every time. The first term will go away. What's negative 6x minus 2x?
Negative 8x.
Guess what I do now?
Bring that
Bring
down.
down the.
Bring it down. The next thing. And then you start over. X times what equals negative 8x? Or you could ask it backwards. What's negative 8x divided by x? Negative 8. Okay, then I'm going to take negative 8 times x plus 2, like I did earlier. So it's negative 8x minus 16.
So negative 8.
Okay, but this is where people usually make a mistake.
But then you
I'm
subtract
subtracting the bottom
plus
line,
five, so
which
it
makes
gives
those
us
a plus. Which means my remainder is 0,
And
nothing.
then that thing on the top.
So x minus 8 is the answer. I think we did a few of these in Algebra 1, not a lot. Do you guys remember this from Algebra 1?
We
Anybody?
didn't.
It would have been like 2 years ago, so you might have forgotten. I bet we
I
did.
remember we did. I remember back in middle school we had to go back to long division, and that was a very weird transition into it.
You saying you remember we did it, or you don't remember we did it?
I remember that we had to go back to long division one time in 8th grade, but ever since then we haven't really used it.
Okay, number, did I put 8 up there? Number 9. So x squared plus 3x minus 7 goes in the box. And x minus 2 goes outside. I'm pretty sure you guys did it in 9th grade.
I don't remember.
Oh,
We were in
did I have you in 9th grade?
We were in separate classes. We were in
Oh, that's right. Okay, maybe you didn't then. So anyway, even if you had done it, I would assume you'd forget how, so it kind of doesn't matter. X times what equals x squared? X. Okay, then you do x times this, put it down here, and subtract. X times x is x squared. X times minus 2 is minus 2x. But we're subtracting that bottom line, so this actually becomes minus x squared. Minus minus 2 makes it a plus 2. So the x squareds go away. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Bring down the next term. Start over. Okay, you guys know what question I'm going to ask? What x times what would equal 5x? 5. So plus 5. And I'm going to multiply 5 times that stuff. So 5 times x, 5x. 5 times minus 2, minus 10. But I'm subtracting the bottom line, so that becomes a minus, that becomes a plus. So negative 7 plus 10. Okay, that is, I have nothing left to bring down, that's a remainder. How am I going to write the remainder? Okay, I'm going to put plus 3 over the divisor, x minus 2. And this would be the answer. The book actually just put R3, like remainder 3. I think this answer is better though. So we'll just stick with this. No, you'll see it different in different places, so. Alright, number 11. Plus 26 minus.
Maybe you're a wizard.
Alright, you guys remember how I started?
Good luck getting it up.
Let's do Christmas colors here.
You got a stop sign?
So it's 2y times what equals 12y squared? 2 times what equals 12? 6. And y times what equals y squared? Y. Okay, and then multiply that out. 6y times 2y, 12y squared. If you're doing it right, the first one should always match up because they're going to cancel out.
So if
But it's minus, right?
you minus it.
That's not negative. It's 12y squared now, but yeah, I'm going to minus it later. 6y times 5 is 30y. But yeah, we need to minus the bottom line. So that becomes a minus and a minus. So the y squareds go away every time. 26y minus 30y, negative 4y. Bring down the minus 10. Start over. 2y times what equals negative 4y? Negative 2. So I'm going to put a minus 2 right there. Minus 2 times 2y is minus 4y. Minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. But I'm going to subtract the bottom line, which is going to turn those into pluses. And what's the remainder? 0.
That's Spanish. No way.
For 0.
I didn't know you were bilingual.
I am.
Wow.
Since Chinese.
That's why he's so good at math.
Yeah, well, what?
You're
How did you
good
do
at
it?
everything.
So you did plus 26y minus 30y, so you got the negative 4y. Then how did you get the positive 4y?
Well, 2y times y equals negative 4y. Negative 2. Negative 2 times 2y is negative 4y.
So,
But then you subtract the bottom line, makes it plus 4y.
so what we're gonna do for, I'm on number 8, and it says,
Okay, I'm not on number 8, I'm on the odds. Okay, 13. So this will be our last section for today, and then we'll finish it tomorrow. Synthetic division. So synthetic is actually an easier way of doing long division. The problem though is some problems cannot be done with synthetic division as very well anyway. So synthetic division only works in most circumstances it works. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do for synthetic division, kind of like with quadratic formula, is you need to take out like the A, B, and C, like the coefficient stuff. So what are my coefficients?
All of that.
Okay, 1, negative 4, and negative 21. So I'm kind of spacing them out across here. You guys will see how this works here in a second. Okay, my divisor on this one is x plus 3, okay? So if your divisor is x plus 3, you want to use the number, the opposite number. Kind of like what makes this equal 0 thing. So what I'm going to put in the box over here is negative 3. Because my divisor is x plus 3. Okay. All I've done is written down, copied the numbers down. I haven't done anything yet. You have to see it first before you can do it.
I'll give it one more try.
Well, I haven't done anything yet. I've just written it down. Do you know where all these numbers came from?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. Right there. Okay. Here's the rules. Add down, multiply up. Okay. Just listen. Right now I have nothing to add the 1 to. So when I add down, it's going to stay a 1. Okay, when I say multiply up, you're always going to multiply by this number in the box over here. Enough. So it's 1 times negative 3, which is what?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Okay, then I'm going to add down.
So that's gonna be negative 7.
Negative 7.
And you're all-
Then I'm going to multiply up. Negative 7 times negative 3.
Positive.
So it's 0.
Then I'm going to add down.
You get 0.
Okay, notice I put the last thing in the box. The last number is the remainder. The last number is the remainder. Okay, negative 7 is the constant. This is the x coefficient. If there's another number out here, this would be x squared, x cubed. So what this stands for is 1x minus 7, and there is no remainder, so we don't have to worry about that. But this is the answer, x minus 7. So if we did long division, we would get the same thing.
How did you get negative 3? How did you get x plus 3?
I did 1 times x plus 3 is from the problem. That's what we're dividing by. It's
Oh, so you just divide.
this divided by x plus 3. So I said we're using the opposite of that, negative 3.
And is it always going to be the opposite? of
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. I need help.
Okay. Trust me, once you do a few of these, you'll probably.
That's the easiest thing we've done.
I'm trying.
We've only done one, so it's not too early to panic. What?
Are you okay? Oh, shit.
I'm about to do 15.
I didn't know you were
So 15, getting a little bit bigger. What are the coefficients for the dividend in that first parentheses? What are the coefficients? Coefficients just means the numbers in front. So what are the numbers in front? Are you guys looking at 15?
Yeah.
fine.
What are the coefficients?
X4.
Okay, 1, 4, negative 14, 9. That's what's going to go across the top. All right, the divisor is, we're dividing by x minus 1. So what am I going to put in the box over here? Positive 1.
Where would you make it positive?
You always do the opposite. Because it works, that's why, that's all I can tell you. Just somebody figured out like the pattern for long division and like simplified it to this. Kind of what happened.
Maybe I want it down later.
Okay. No, he wasn't a math guy. Anyway, add down. There's nothing to add 1 to, so it just stays 1. But then multiply it. What do we multiply it by? That thing. 1 times 1 is 1. Add down. 5 times 1. Add down.
Negative 9.
Multiply up.
Negative 9.
You get 0.
Add down.
Dang. Wow. Pretty smart.
I did minus 3 instead of minus
That's kinda
or I did
wise.
5 or 3 instead of 5.
Okay.
That's not the problem.
So the remainder is 0 again. What does the negative 9 stand for?
Negative
Basically a minus 9. What does the 5 stand for?
9.
5x. Guess what the 1 stands for?
X squared.
1x squared. Yes. And if it kept going, there would be an x cubed and then an x 4. But
Oh wait, I think I get it. Okay, so the 1 you times that by the 1 over there.
yes.
So
You bring that down and add that to underneath.
Yeah, you add down. multiply it up. When you multiply, you're multiplying by this number.
Just watch the video.
You're not gonna be able to tell just by looking at it. You might know how to do number one without me telling you, because we've done something like it before. But maybe not, so you just watch it. Okay, what number was that?
15.
Okay, so this will be our last hurrah. What are the coefficients on 17?
3, 17,
3, 17, 22, and 8.
Okay, what am I gonna put in the box on 17?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Because the divisor is x plus 4.
So 50 positive. Wait, no. I lied.
Okay, so we're adding down. 3 plus nothing is 3. And then we're multiplying up. 3 times negative 4, negative 12. Add down 17 plus negative 12. Multiply up. 5 times negative 4.
Maybe 20.
Add down 22 plus negative 20.
It's not bad.
Multiply up. 2 times negative 4. Let me see if so we got another 0 remainder here. Let's see if all the evens have a 0 remainder except for 10 and 12. But that's in the long division section. So if you're doing it right, on 14 through 18 you should get a 0 remainder.
I got 3 cubed.
Okay, you guys know what this stands for?
I got an answer.
3x cubed. Oh, wait. What? 3x plus 5. How did you get the last two?
The first one is the constant.
Oh, wait. So that one doesn't count?
It counts as just a 2, not a 2x.
I thought that.
So this is next. This is next
You
square.
start from the, you
Execute.
start from here and then you keep adding the x.
I thought the constant would be 0. Is that not true?
0 is the remainder. So if this had been like say a 1 or something, I would have put plus 1 over x plus 4, the divisor.
And then you would still keep the 2 the same like that.
2 is, yeah, this is a normal 2 no matter what.
Okay.
The reason we put a box around it is kind of separate it, like keep it clear that this is separate. And anyway, yeah, the last number is the remainder. Synthetic division has other uses. That's another reason why the box is over there, but yeah. Dylan, how about we go back and do number 1?